How I got the song in the Last of Us 2 trailer is actually kind of crazy when I think about it. I got an email from a person at Sony PlayStation, and they were very straightforward, and they said, we're interested in using this song for a project. They didn't tell me anything, not what project, not how it would be used, not who would do anything. They said that someone was gonna cover the song, so they wouldn't be using my version. So that was like, interesting, I wonder. But they didn't tell me anything. And they asked if I would agree to it. And, you know, at first I was thinking about it, and it was like, well, I kind of want to know what it's going to be used in. But then I got a little selfish, and I was like, well, no matter what, if Sony is going to use this with a video game, anything I can get to help push the music forward, it would be really helpful. And I know that they have a massive audience. So I agreed. And it was kind of scary, though, because I didn't know what it would be, what would happen, what game, who was covering it, would they do a good job, would they make it something strange? And so for 2.5 years, I didn't hear anything about the project whatsoever, and I was in the dark, but I understand why, you know, because they got to keep it hush-hush, you know, but they didn't tell me even. So then I get an email the day before the PlayStation Experience release, where they released like information about the new games and trailers, and the same guy said, you should watch this tomorrow. So I was like, oh, okay. So I sat through 2 hours of watching it, tons of different games, and I was like, man, when is this gonna happen? Because I wasn't thinking about it, but they typically save the best for last, and I didn't think much about it. I really thought that my song was gonna be used in, you wouldn't even notice it. It would be in the background somewhere as something was happening, and the people that really listen, they'll get it, but I didn't think it would be that big of a deal. And then when the trailer started playing and I realized it was the Last of Us sequel, it was just, my mind was blown again. I did not expect it whatsoever to be used so prominently in the game too, and sung by Ellie. Like, that's crazy, that's ridiculous. So it blew my mind, and as soon as that happened, all my friends, everybody, they just watch it because they love PlayStation as well, and they were calling me like, did you hear that your song is in this? Did you? And I was like, yeah, I just found out when you found out. So it was kind of a surprise, but a beautiful surprise, and it's helped me out immensely, you know. A lot of people who wouldn't have listened to the music before found out about it, and they searched the back catalog, and now I have people from all over the world listening to my music from 5 years ago to the new stuff to everything. And the beautiful thing about Through the Valley is that I never really thought anything would happen with it, because it's a very sad, a bit dark, and kind of a depressing song. And I recorded it like 5 years ago in my bedroom of this old 1930s house I was living in Fayetteville, Arkansas. And the fact that it's that song that, you know, turns out now to be my most popular song is really validating as an artist for me, because now I have this mind. In the past, I had a mindset of, okay, it's probably going to be something more catchier or something more happy or upbeat that people are going to like. And now it's my dark, sad stuff that's blown up. So it's beautiful for me. That means I can do that and be able to get something out of it, I guess, or, you know. But it's really beautiful. And I found out later, afterwards, that Neil Druckmann, the creative director of Naughty Dog, he was a fan, and he was the one that chose that song because it lined up so well with the emotion and kind of the darkness and the feel of the Last of Us game. So when I found that out, it was, you know, like I bowed down. Like, I was like, thank you so much for you know, doing this for me. And his answer was, you know, well, thank you for making amazing music. You know, if it weren't for the music, I wouldn't have chosen that, you know, and it's inspiring to him, the song, just as much as what he's done is inspiring to me and helps me push things further than I ever could get on my own. So it's very beautiful. I loved it. Yeah, and that's something that she talked about in the panel, is that at first she was trying to sing it like me and kind of like very perfectly, and or not perfectly, but more like me. And then she had to go to a vocal coach that helped her create Ellie's singing voice based on kind of what she went through and the character she is and would be, and kind of create this voice for her it's not her own voice. It is her own voice, but it's also different because she's kind of acting, you know what I mean? So it's I thought the version was absolutely very good. She killed it. It was spot on, like the intimacy of it, and kind of like there's a few weakness points where her voice cracks or something, but it's so emotionally beautifully done that I think she absolutely nailed it. Absolutely.
I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, and I fear no evil because I'm blind.